So I'm pretty sure everybody knows me right now, but if not, my name's Tatum, and I was able to go as a Thrive representative to the Youth Conference in Arizona. What is the VIVE18 Leadership Conference? The VIVE18 Conference is a 2-day event where children come together to learn about drug prevention, leadership, and mental health skills to help others. I was able to go and represent THRIVE365 and bring home skills to help bring awareness to Socorro. Why did I decide to attend, and how did I get accepted? I had to submit an essay about leadership. With my leadership experiences, I decided to give it a shot. When I found out about the conference, it felt like it was calling my name. As many of you all know, I had a cousin who overdosed on fentanyl. My mission was to go to the conference and find a way I could help bring overdose numbers down in Socorro. What speakers or sessions stood out to me? One session I really liked was Z's talk. Z's talk was called The Mask We Wear. And so basically he handed out mask, and he gave us a marker, and he told us, write things that on the front, it's about the things that you want people to see about you, and then on the back, it's what people don't see about you. So I can just pass this around as I'm talking, just make sure it gets to everybody. Not a lot of words can relate how much I related to Z's story. Z made us draw on these masks, like I just said. Z told us that no matter how hard you try to save someone, you can't save everyone, and you have to accept the outcome. Another talk I really liked was Jake's talk. He talked about the shortcuts people take when they're battling their mental health. Jake shares that 9 out of 10 adults who are addicted started using substances before the age of 18. How did VIVE18 change my view as a leader? VIVE18 truly opened up my eyes about drugs and mental health. Not only did I learn skills, but I learned things about myself. I realized that maybe we were looking at this all wrong. I thought that talking about drugs and scaring people with it would make them not curious about it. But after listening to what VIVE18 had to say, I quickly learned that that was not the case. If you make drug prevention fun and engaging, people will take way more out of it than scaring them. How will the skills I learned benefit in my community? Now that I know editing skills, I hope to progress in PSAs and make a big impact for people that watch them. Another thing is I hope to take the games and entertainment ideas that I learned and put them to work in Youth Summit here in Socorro. This is a video, I hope it's not loud, but I guess I can explain it, I guess. So this was the end of Friday night, so the first day. It's called Kajabi. And basically what they made us do is they made us grab ropes, and we all had to get in a circle. So we each had one rope in our hand connected to another person. And there was a trash can in the middle of us, and you're probably like, what the heck? Basically what we had to do is we had to spin in a circle and try to launch each other into the trash can. And you couldn't let go of the rope or you were out. And so it was like a really like chaotic kind of thing. So this is kind of like a short video. So yeah, it was very chaotic. I ended up in the top 2, and then I had her, and then she dragged me down to the ground, and then I just let go because she was not going to drag me.
Tell them what you did at the very end.
Oh, what?
Tell them what you did at the very end of Kajabi.
Oh, I was supposed to say that too?
Yeah,
okay,
please.
So when she dragged me down to the ground, I was on the ground and everybody was screaming. And so I decided to get up and give her a handshake, and everybody kind of celebrated me for that because it shows good sportsmanship, that even though I lost, I'm still celebrating somebody else.
Well done.
What goals do I have for myself and for Thrive365? A goal I have for myself is to be a self-advocate. You're probably wondering what the heck that is. Don't worry, I wondered the same thing. After thinking, I realized being a self-advocate means you stand up for yourself, assert your own ideas, needs, and interests. I plan to work with myself on this and maybe encourage others too. Okay, pictures. So basically when we got there, they put these wristbands on our wrists, and I was in the orange group, so we all got together, and it was a bunch of kids, and so we had to do, this is one of our games, and we had to go down and do all these things. This one was the like awkward photo shoot, and so we just kind of like side-eyed each other. This was one of my friends. She was not in my color group, but her name was Holly, and she's from Missouri. And we're still keeping in contact, so I think that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
We had to do a pyramid. You can't really see it, but this was our pyramid. Our point 5 of our group. This is one of the VIVE18 team members. His name is Tomas. We had to put somebody on his shoulders, and then that's kind of like a starting game that we did at the beginning of the conference, and they just asked us questions, and then if we related to that question, we would step in the circle. Oh yeah. Lastly is a big thank you. I want to thank Brian and Stephanie for taking the time and exploring the experience with us. I also want to thank the Socorro Council for allowing us the opportunity to attend the conference. Yeah.
Well done. Round of applause for Tatum. All right. Who in here has ever been to a youth conference before? Has anybody ever been to a youth conference? Okay. So based off of what Tatum shared, does anybody have any questions? Anything you want to ask Tatum about his experience?
I did. I had a blast.
I told you it was boring.
I had a
Yeah,
amazing
right.
time. It's like, it was, personally for me, it was like a life-changing experience, and so I definitely recommend it.
Did you meet any new people / did you make any new friends?
I did. So Holly was definitely one of like the top friends that I met. She's super cool. I met people from Washington that they didn't even know like New Mexico was like a state.
Yeah, what did they tell you? Tell the group
So,
what they told you.
I asked
That was
him, I was
funny.
like, hey, where are you guys from? And he said, Washington, D.C. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And he was like, yeah, what about you? I said, New Mexico. And he's like, people live there?
People
Yeah.
live there? What? Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
been in several different states, and I can confirm that is what they think.
Yeah. And then I was like, yeah.
To them,
yeah.
New Mexico is something from Mexico that is not part of the
Yeah.
United States.
It's like, take a little geography, man. Come on.
Yeah. So he was really surprised. But there was Utah, Minnesota,
Oklahoma, I think.
Oklahoma.
I can't remember what else. There was
Arizona. Yeah,
there were
there
from
was-
everywhere.
Yeah, there were so many. It was huge.